World Sports Action presents the official Football League video. The Manchester United story, 1989-90. Michael Knighton's the new owner of Manchester United. Just days before the season begins, United chairman Martin Edwards agrees to sell his majority shareholding to Knighton's company for £10 million. Before United kick off the new season at Old Trafford, Knighton introduces himself to the fans. Manager Alex Ferguson has been spending millions too on new players. Neil Webb from Forest, Mike Phelan from Norwich. Departures from Old Trafford include Norman Whiteside to Everton. Paul McGrath goes to Aston Villa. Simon Andrews to Wigan on a free transfer. There's an immediate chance for New Look United to make an impression. It's the champions, Arsenal, who open the season at Old Trafford.
Michael Knighton's fresh financial backing in the boardroom has dominated the hours leading up to the kick-off, but now it's the turn of the fresh faces on the field to point the way to a more profitable future at Old Trafford. Neil Webb's portfolio includes 17 England caps from his time at Nottingham Forest. Michael Phelan revealed character and class as captain at Norwich City during their creditable showing last season. Manchester United kick off. They finished 11th last season in the bottom half of the table for the first time for 15 years since they were relegated, in fact, in 1974. But it's a new era now at the club. Here's Nigel Winterburn for the champions. David Rocastle has made a great run and was a whisker away from giving this match a sensational start. The marking was all over the place, and a glancing header there might have done the trick past Jim Leighton, but Rocastle couldn't make contact. And here's Brian Robson trying to set out the stall for the home side. They were a little uncertain, to say the least, in their defending a moment or two ago. But the captain has earned them a free kick. It's Blackmore's shot that flicks away for the corner. Sharp coming across to take it. Driven in low, and Steve Bruce! The new regime at Manchester United off to a flying start. Inside the second minute. Arsenal was slow to react at the set play. And Steve Bruce really threw himself in. And the ball sped past Lukic. Hughes. And Brian Robson has made a terrific run. Kevin Richardson, can he keep him at bay? He couldn't, but Lukic did. At times last season, watchers of Manchester United felt that Brian Robson was reined in a little too much. He's so effective when he springs ahead of the ball. And he was beautifully found. And Lukic made an exceptional save. That's Hughes. This is Lukic, didn't really get there. Did Tony Adams push then? He surely did. A penalty to Manchester United, with Steve Bruce making his presence felt again in the Arsenal penalty area. The captain asked the referee for confirmation, but he knew Lukic wasn't altogether decisive. Then it came off Richardson. Keep your eye on the number 6, Adams. And there he pushes Bruce. Brian McClure for 2-0, and John Lukic, incredibly, saves the penalty. It's his third penalty save on this ground against United, one when he was playing for Leeds, and this is second for Arsenal, and all three have been at that end of the ground. He said to me before the game, I daren't save them at the Stretford end. Alan Smith's up well. Gus Caesar is moving towards the drop of the ball, but Mike Duxbury got there first. In his testimonial year, and few players have deserved a testimonial more than the loyal Mike Duxbury, who has put his club before his own personal career many times in the past. The goal. David Rocastle. Arsenal give another twist to this captivating plot. Jim Leighton's turn to reflect. And we've had a goal aside from a corner kick routine. Manchester United looking to come again here with Duxbury. Hughes, that's a great turn! Mark Hughes! A rasping shot past Lukic, but it was the twist, the spin that made the goal possible. He lost O'Leary and it went under the goalkeeper. Very difficult for goalkeepers to drop when they come there. Manchester United are back in front. Blackmore, and Hughes was free. McClure, Lukic parries, it's Hughes with the rebound, and Lukic has recovered. At a time when a third goal would finish even a team of such resolve as Arsenal. Brian McClure would like to wipe out the miss of the memory of the penalty miss, but Lukic stopped him, and the goalkeeper was thinking sharply too when the ball came back from Hughes. But on the Stretford end, they're loving this. Michael Knighton watching with total concentration, and as a football man, realising, I'm sure, that the job isn't done yet in this opening game. Webb. Neil Webb with a classic volley to embroider his first league game for Manchester United. And with just over 10 minutes remaining, this really should shore up the 3 points on a very big day for the club. So sweetly struck. And that is international class. That's what Manchester United have paid £1.5 million for. Hughes. Phelan. Arsenal could lose here by an increasing number. They are now 4-1 down. Brian McClure. goals won't necessarily tell the story of the game, but the United supporters do not care about that. They came at a trickle through most of last season, but they're coming as a flood now and against the champions themselves. McClare made a mess of the penalty, but not with the left foot shot high into the top corner.
What a great start against the champions. And now United have 2 away fixtures, a newly promoted Crystal Palace, and then it's Derby County.
United have made a confident start to the season and they've got their tails up here. Here's Robson. Palace, if they're to survive at this level, will have to get used to this sort of thing. Robson again. That's a good cross. McClare on the far post. Hughes missed his kick. Robson, he didn't. And United go in front. Deep into United's territory. Bright! 1-1. United went to sleep in the very last minute.
Saunders. Ted McMahon being shown the inside route, but he didn't want to take it. Goddard! So close. Oh, Leighton struggling. Saunders. Goddard! 12 minutes gone and Derby in front. Robson. Pass right. And Brian Robson denied by his old England teammate. Super save from Shilton. Duxbury is in trouble. Cross. The whistle hasn't gone. It goes now. It's a penalty to Derby County. Manchester United's first defeat of the season will be sealed if Saunders scores, which he does.
So 2 disappointing results after such a bright start. Now Alex Ferguson spends again. Gary Pallister comes from Middlesbrough. A similar £2 million deal for West Ham's Paul Ince falls through because of a failed medical. Ferguson, though, offers hope to Ince. He says, "I'm still interested when he recovers from injury." Alex Ferguson feels he's got to win a trophy this season. The United board are certainly giving him all the financial backing he needs. Now Norwich at home. Phelan against his former club. A debut for Pallister.
Oh, that's a good ball. Fleck has got Gordon in here and United with problems. And he scored. Dale Gordon. Norwich are in front. Hughes, that's a good turn and well hit. Gunn equal to it, but Hughes is looking lively. Rosario, Fleck. Here's David Phillips. Been very disciplined in his use of that left touchline. Crook. Good ball, Rosario. Might just have overrun it. Oh, Pallister caught him. And is that a penalty? Yes, it is. Disaster for Gary Pallister. Not too sure that Leighton has got too much to be aggrieved about. So Robert Fleck with a chance to extend Norwich's lead. Will his nerve hold? Oh, Leighton got a hand to it, but Fleck squeezed it in. Gordon's corner. Linnigan's head. Fleck. Rosario got a touch. United with enough bodies back. Webb it was who got it clear. Conditions that Norwich City have enjoyed more than United. Pallister's on the near post. That is Pallister. And his header struck the post. Webb points it out.
It's a Poor start for United. They're 14th with only 4 points. Coventry, the leaders, have 9. Now, Paul Ince gets a second opinion from a Harley Street expert. He declares himself fit. He tells United, "Come and get me." And Ferguson may need to do just that. Neil Webb ruptures an Achilles tendon playing for England. He could well be out for 6 months. It's dreadful news for Ferguson as United prepare to take on Everton at Goodison Park.
The men in power at Manchester United on the left, the new chairman Michael Knighton, on the right, manager Alec Ferguson. And sadly for Manchester United fans, the captain is in the director's box as well. There is Brian Robson. Phelan first with a loose ball again. Martin. McClare and Hughes. It runs for Brian McClare, who is being pulled back. But the referee allowed him to have his shot, which was taken off balance. It didn't trouble Neville Southall. But confirming really that Manchester United have plenty to be pleased about the way the first half has gone for them. Right side, Newell's in the clear, Everton lead. And what a success story in Everton colours it's turning out to be. A new scoreboard and a new striker, giving it plenty of work to do in registering goals to his name. Mike Newell scores at Goodison Park for the third home game in a row. All right side. It was an awkward height. If he'd met it on the meat, it would have been 2-0. By Ratcliffe. Newell won it fairly from Donaghy, and Pat Nevin is onside. Pallister's making up the ground, but Pat Nevin has produced a delightful finish. And inside 2 minutes in the second half, Everton celebrate a goal that was rounded off with real imagination by a player who has that quality in abundance. He just lifted it over the on-rushing Jim Leighton. Alec Ferguson down on the bench for the second half, and no sooner has he come down to that position and his team is really in severe problems. Phelan. Whiteside has stayed down. Great play by Mike Newell. That's Nevin's cross. Sharp! A goal of real First Division pedigree. Nevin found by Newell and Sharp in turn picked out by the cross. The ball to the far post will always work if it's well delivered, and you've got a brave forward on the end of it. Phelan. Duxbury. Hughes and McClare still making their runs up front, and Brian McClare has got one back. And Manchester United, to their credit, have kept heads high after conceding 2 goals in quick succession at the start of the second half to go 3 down. And it bobbled on through past Hughes for McClare, and it's back to 3-1. Brenton pressed enough to have to concede another corner. Again entrusted to the left foot of Lee Sharp. Pallister's gone to the near post. Here's Bruce. Hughes off the line. Snowden. Pallister. Sharp. Could it get any closer for Hughes? Bruce came in. Hughes had the shot. And then Snowden swept it off the line. And finally, it was Lee Sharp stretching and away. Viv Anderson would add to Manchester United's strength in the air. Bruce. Oh! It's another one back. And it's Beersmore. A fantastic recovery by Manchester United. Bruce played his part. And Beersmore lashed it past Southall on the run. And since Norman Whiteside went off, Manchester United have scored twice. Newell Anderson was pushing Mike Newell. Ray Lewis pointed for the penalty, and this was the incident. So Kevin Sheedy has the job of scoring from the spot and giving Everton a win which looked certain at 3-0. At 3-2 it's a pressure penalty, and Leighton has not only stopped it, he's held it.
A Jim Leighton penalty save, but another defeat. United lose their third game in succession. The Paul Ince saga finally ends. Ince signs from West Ham. The fee's £800,000 plus £5,000 every time he plays. Danny Wallace also arrives at Old Trafford from Southampton. It's another £1 million deal. Alex Ferguson has now spent £12 million. These latest deals are a bold effort to get things right. Paul Ince makes his debut at home to Millwall, and Danny Wallace is introduced to the fans before the game.
Paul Ince starts his Manchester United career in the shirt left vacant by Neil Webb's serious injury. That's well taken by Hughes. My word, has he ever scored a better one than that? Brilliant. Manchester United playing splendidly at the moment, and Ince with a chance of a debut goal. Leighton's come. Looped back in by Barclay, the goalkeeper struggling to find his bearings, and a goal, it's given, it's Teddy Sheringham. Well, United playing here with the passion and purpose of a team which has just lost its lead and wants to get it back, and they've done just that! Brian Robson! Misjudgment by Thompson. Hughes was lurking. Oh, and that's a cruel deflection for Millwall, but a delighted Lee Sharp gets his very first goal for Manchester United. Now, Millwall have contributed a lot to this game, but they're looking weary now. McClare, and Hughes gets his second, United's fourth, 4-1. 15 minutes left. Hughes is in the clear. The hat-trick is there for the taking for Mark Hughes, and he's got it. A mauling for Millwall at Old Trafford.
5-1, United's biggest win under Alex Ferguson. There's another win in the Littlewoods Cup second round first leg at Portsmouth. Paul Ince gets 2, Wallace the other on his United debut. A boardroom battle is raging. New owner Michael Knighton has difficulties with his backers, but he still declares, "I am Mr. Manchester United." And those rumblings continue as United prepare for a great Manchester occasion. United City at Main Road.
Good jump by Anderson. Clear to Ince, who's been quiet so far. Right well. Morley was fouled off the ball by Beardsmore. Referees are going to have eyes in the back of the head on Derby Day. That's a great ball from Hinchcliffe. Here's David White again. Palace from full stretch, missed it. Oldfield, 1-0. City in front. And David Oldfield, whose last minute goal at Brentford in the week was so valuable, has scored an even more important one now. David White. Cut out by Ince. Donaghy in trouble. Great chance from Morley. Super save by Leighton. Late maybe. United all over the place. Morley! It's 2-0. 2 goals in as many minutes. Duxbury. United have certainly fought back. Redmond in the way. Not playing anything like as well as Alex Ferguson would want them to be. Oh, Bishop! 3-0. Ian Bishop's first goal for Manchester City may have won the derby for them already. Hughes. Beardsmore. Mischievous little player. Trying to pick his moment to get the cross in. Now he's wrong-footed, Hinchcliffe. Hughes with a bicycle kick. It's there. Open lads for Manchester United. And yet another brilliant goal by Mark Hughes. He doesn't score tap-ins, does he? Every time this man strikes, it's a goal to remember. 5 minutes into the second half, and is this the start of a Manchester United comeback? Beardsmore it was who unlocked the door, and look at that from Hughes. It was an exhilarating goal. Look at the athleticism here from Mark Hughes. Oh, that's a great goal. Paul Lane going forward, got a lucky bounce. Great chance for 4. Lane did well. Lane, forward. City have their 3-goal lead back. And the Manchester United comeback is halted. Bishop again. Great ball for David White from Ian Bishop. Early cross, chance at the far post. That's just marvellous stuff. It's a dream day for Manchester City. And that's a goal as good as Jim Leighton has ever seen or been beaten by.
It's a bad and very embarrassing result for United. It leaves them just 3 points ahead of Sheffield Wednesday at the bottom. City above them on goal difference. Better news though in the Littlewoods Cup. Despite drawing 0-0 with Portsmouth in the second leg, United go through 3-2 on aggregate. Brian Robson, who'd suffered a hairline fracture at Fratton Park, makes a successful comeback. The rumblings in the boardroom now erupt. Michael Knighton's given until October the 10th to make a detailed purchase offer to shareholders. There are reports that Knighton's prepared to sell his share option for a £6 million profit. Although it's proved he has the financial resources for a takeover, speculation mounts. Knighton issues a statement saying, "If I walk away, it must be on my terms." So it's against the backdrop of boardroom unrest that United face Sheffield Wednesday and Coventry in the league.
Atkinson. Well, he's quick and he's very direct and he's going to take some stopping here. Dalian Atkinson is round Leighton. And Brian Robson with a terrific piece of defending. The danger's not over yet. Robson gets involved the second time. Robson! He almost hit it too well. It flew straight at Pressman.
And Bruce came in. Now Coventry were vulnerable from the last corner. Here's Sharp. Grizovic has lost that, and Hughes has punished him. Hughes, who has run riot this afternoon. Phelan's in. Can he finish it? 3-0. McClare, Hughes, McClare going for the return. United are rampant here. Coventry standing and watching. Hughes, brilliant finish, and it's 4. That's a huge kick from Grizovic. Drinkle! He'll have enjoyed the finish, but not the manner of the defeat.
And United enjoying their first away win of the season. But in the Littlewoods Cup, they're beaten 3-0 at home by Spurs. So United must now take their inconsistent league form into matches against Southampton and Charlton Athletic.
Pallister across. Bruce. Robson wants to get it forward more quickly, and it's got through the centre behind Neil Ruddock. Hughes is away, McClare is free in the middle and has got it in, but only just. Oh, and a mistake by Robson. Letitia has pounced on it, and Southampton are level a minute after going behind. Hughes holding it up, waiting for support. He's got it now from Robson. That's McClare! And Argot. Hughes. And McClare's in there for his second, and Manchester United are back in front. On a day when a win was a high priority after the Littlewoods Cup disappointment. 2-1 they lead.
Here's Ince. Robson is square. Brian Robson setting his sights. Good save from Bob Boulder. Hughes. McClare. It's all a bit tight for him. Hughes stole it from his captain. Well, that's a good ball. Ince. High and wide, but a delightful build-up. Mortimer. Here's Reid. Hit it well! Mortimer got a touch. Oh, Pallister in. This is interesting. Good run. And Ince is coming on the far post. Hit the post. Well, how unlucky can you get? He's been up and down all afternoon, Paul Ince. Pallister got highest. Here's Walsh again. Oh, he's done well. Williams hit the post. Mortimer must score. Williams! Well, they scored from their last corner. Charlton. Walsh whipping one in. Pates off the underside of the bar, and Williams has got his second. Robson searching out Blackmore. He's done well. Hughes! Right across the face of goal. How on earth did that stay out?
Checking the league position, United are 13th, above City, but only 5 points clear of the bottom club, Sheffield Wednesday. Now it's Nottingham Forest at Old Trafford. The ITV live cameras are there for the first time this season.
Blackmore. It's going to go
shirts are up. It's a good jump there by Robson, but he didn't make a connection. Clough, just a little back header for Rice. Only Crosby is up. Martin has come across, Ince is backing him up. Parker's through there. Oh my goodness, within a foot of being an own goal by Pallister. Well, we got thrills at both ends, and Pallister shakes his head. He knows how close that was to a terrible moment. Yes, touchdown by Hodge. Now Rice. It's Parker. Chapman. Clough. Opening up for him here. Beautiful save by Leighton. He hit that with great power, and Leighton was in sparkling form here. A terrific save. Martin. Phelan. Into the path of Ince, who strikes a good ball, but that came off the Forest defender. Wallace. Oh, this is a good run by Wallace. Can he finish it off? So very close. What a great run, and with a little bit of nous at the end of it, just to try what looked to be a little curler wide of the goalkeeper, and always going just wide of that post. Parker. Pierce. Might get a 1-2 going. Now Parker again. Charged down by Bruce, probably with his head. Still with Parker. Now with Clough. Looking for that opening again. Now with Crosby. And again, good work by Leighton. And some sharp attacking play again by Forest.
Yes, this is a good effort, this is a good save.
Wallace. Robson. And Hughes get in there. No, it was Chettle who got it away, but not much of a respite. Blackmore playing it back in. And pushed away brilliantly by Crossley. Both goalkeepers in astounding form this afternoon. There's another cross coming in there. Crossley gathered it safely. A 20-year-old Yorkshire boy from Barnsley. And once Clayton Blackmore put this one in, Forest were struggling until the save by Crossley. Phelan. Des Walker, missed kick by him, falls for Hughes. Now McClare, touched by him, plays it to Wallace on the far side. Oh! There's a bad challenge there by Laws. Oh my goodness, he was very lucky to escape with just a word. But he might still be punished as we play time added on at the end of the first half. Martin playing it in towards Steve Bruce with a header! And it's in there! United in the lead on the stroke of half-time. The long free kick played in, up goes Bruce, Pallister following it in, and Pallister gets the touch over the line.
And Pallister the match winner against Forest. Now it's Luton, Chelsea and Arsenal. First up, Luton Town on the artificial surface at Kenilworth Road.
United moving very fluently. McClare. Oh, Hughes is in here. Wallace is square and must score. Oh, well, he made it far more difficult than it need have been, but Danny Wallace puts United in front. Hughes. Oh, Phelan's in. United getting so much space. That's a good stop by Chamberlain. Hughes, well hit, and a marvellous save. The keeper did very well. Wallace, again United sweeping forward. McClare this time. Blackmore's arriving. Oh, beautifully struck. Luton still trailing by those 2 goals. Here's Black. Oh, he's away from Robson, tried a curler. Leighton was equal to it. Dowie jumping. Hit by Harvey. Leighton couldn't hold it, and Danny Wilson has scored. Wallace, Phelan is with him. And on this right-hand side is Mark Hughes. Oh, he hit it well! 3-1. Brilliantly taken. Hughes the scorer. Wilson, here's Wegerle. That's a good ball in. Harvey. Saved by Leighton's legs, but the danger still hasn't gone. Here's Black, and Dowie jumping.
Before the kick-off, a minute's silence in tribute to Jimmy Murphy, who died last week, aged 79. Jimmy Murphy was the right-hand man to Sir Matt Busby, and together they made Manchester United great. In particular, he kept the club going in those desperate months after the Munich air tragedy, when Sir Matt was in hospital recovering from his injuries. Looking for a thoughtful pass and finding one to the feet of McClare. Wallace. McClare for Wallace. Chelsea are open up here. It's Danny Wallace. Well saved by Besant. Hughes. The goalkeeper made his own luck then. It was one-on-one. Hughes had a chance from the rebound but couldn't really scuff it in. McClare, Hughes, Besant had to go for it, didn't get there, but the ball passed outside the post. Well, Mark Hughes, from the first whistle really, has been in hot pursuit of a goal which still hasn't arrived. You'll be escorted back to your transport as soon as possible. Thank you for your cooperation. Dixon. Played through by Hazard, he's onside, Chelsea can win it, they can still win it with Dixon, stopped on the line by Bruce, amazing. The Hazard-Dixon combination working perfectly there for Chelsea in every respect except putting the ball in the back of the Manchester United net.
Smith there with a header. There he goes.
He scored!
Despite that defeat at Highbury, United's league position is improving slightly. They're 12th in the table, 9 points behind Liverpool, Arsenal and Aston Villa at the top. It's London again providing the opposition in the next 2 league fixtures. Home games against Crystal Palace and Tottenham Hotspur coming up.
Martin on this left-hand side, driven in, Beardsmore scores for United. Martin again, oh, flicked on at the near post, Beardsmore! That's a tremendous save from Nigel Martin, who's got something to say. Ince, still Paul Ince, twisting the cross in, McClare, another fine save. Well, he's earned his money this afternoon. Palace might have something to say about this result yet. Right, and Bright on the far post, and that's the equaliser. They've done it again. Here come Palace again. There are players over on the far side. Bright at the near post. Oh, and it's squeezed in. 2-1 Palace. Bruce with a header. And away off the line. Palace survive.
Gascoigne leaving Manchester United rather in his wake. Here's Paul Allen. That's a useful cross. Stewart off the post. Oh, and how did Lineker fail to turn it in? Bruce seemed to get it away on the line itself. Broken up well by Sharp. And the strength in his game really is his attacking play. He really is a natural winger, Lee Sharp, and proving it. Brian McClare! Pallister put in by McClare, but the flag is up, and he's just realised that the goal will not count. Hughes, McClare, and that's going to be another one ruled out. Now Gascoigne, Tottenham who won here 3-0 in the Littlewoods Cup, and looking dangerous now with Lineker. Oh, very dangerous indeed.
After a board meeting, current chairman Martin Edwards issues a statement saying there'll be no sale of the club before the end of the season. So Michael Knighton's bid to gain control is off. United's next match is one of the season's highlights. Liverpool at Anfield.
McMahon, it's a great shot because it was dipping and swerving. Jim Leighton played safe with the save. And Manchester United didn't quite get out quick enough to prevent the shot, which was most meaningful. McClare, Wallace through the centre this time. Hughes peels off to his right. McClare joins in. Mark Hughes against Grobbelaar. McClare was hoping that Hughes could have rolled it across the face of the goal. That would have been difficult to do at that speed. Robson. Beautifully played with McClare. Hughes. The free man to the right is Blackmore. There's Hughes! Well, they do deserve a goal, Manchester United. Alex Ferguson has been saying that we've been playing well enough, but our finishing has let us down.
Yes, that was a good build-up. Super ball in, and Mark Hughes has done exceptionally well. And that's not his great strength, heading the ball. But that was really a very, very good build-up.
And here they come again with the two Welshmen, Blackmore and Hughes. And Hughes has turned Hussein. He wants to lay it off. Phelan and McClare and the fingertips of Grobbelaar.
Well, when they put the passes together, they seem to cut the Liverpool defence to ribbons, don't they? I thought earlier in this build-up, just hard to generate some power on that. Very good save. But earlier in the build-up, when Hughes turned inside Hussein in the box, I thought he refused a very good chance himself.
A goalless draw is a good result at Anfield, but United are still 12th, and any likelihood of a championship challenge is now looking very remote. It's the Christmas New Year period. United have away games at Villa, Wimbledon, and a home match against Queen's Park Rangers. Paul McGrath's in the Villa side to face his former team.
Gordon Counts, who loves to drift them in towards the near post, he's done just that. Mountfield, that wasn't easy for Leighton. Paul McGrath well forward this time. Olney. Phelan got it out. Not very far. Olney following in. It's a goal for Villa this time. Bruce trying to keep Ian Olney at bay. And Tony Daly's away. Pallister has a look round him to see what might be on in the middle, and it's the former Manchester United junior, David Platt, who's round the goalkeeper and has a goal he'll really savour. Pallister. The match at Liverpool seems to have taken a lot out of Manchester United. Pallister. Hughes trying to get Anderson in. And that's not too far away from Blackmore. Aston Villa so dangerous when they get the ball quickly into the penalty area, as they did then, and it was Gareth Williams diving in. Olney has had a splendid game. Daly. Platt lays it off, Gage shoots, it's 3! Very much Villa's day here.
Dennis Wise with the corner. Up go the heads. And away off the line. Lee Martin tidying up for Manchester United. Leclerc giving chase. Here's Robbins. And that's intended for Mark Hughes. United turning to attack from defence. And here's Hughes with a chance. Sega's got behind it well. Wise with the corner. Fashanu! Wise again. United in all sorts of trouble when the ball's in the air. Here's Fashanu! Good stop from Leighton. Wise, who's been a constant source of embarrassment to United this afternoon. Here he is again. Well, that's intended for Fashanu! Just couldn't get there. I think Pallister got a touch. Fairweather on, Young! And Wimbledon have broken through at last. It's been coming for some time. Wise. Gibson is offside. There's a flag up. It won't count. Terry Gibson thinks he's scored, but the linesman on the far side was quick to offer his flag, and that will be disallowed. So United still trail by 1-0. Here's Bruce. Phelan. Robbins jumping on the far side. Here's Blackmore. Bruce again. And Hughes! And that's 1-1. Mark Hughes, who's bounced off almost everybody on the way back. Bruce, United with their tails up. Hughes, that was well taken. Oh, this is great skill. And Robbins! And this is some comeback. 2-1 to United. United with everybody back. 2-1 they lead. Leighton, well, that's not a particularly good punch. Cork, the substitute, has equalised for Wimbledon.
Lee Sharp to take the free kick in a situation of some promise for Manchester United. Pallister got to it. Wegerle. Sinton coming inside him. Andy Sinton. Well, it's not a great angle from this free kick, but Sharp gets it back into the danger area. Robbins. The shot from Blackmore this time. Well, United forcing the pace still. And Hughes lines one up, it still won't go in. Phelan is on the burst. Mark Robbins in the centre! Well, he usually does much better than that.
Yes, Robbins did much better at Forest in the FA Cup. United coming through a really tricky third-round tie. In the league, there are games against Derby and Norwich City.
Cross. Saunders, a chance to show his pace against Bruce, and Bruce was well aware of that. And Steve Bruce is in trouble with 10 minutes gone for hacking down Dean Saunders. It's a red card. And Bruce has to go. Wright gets to it. A goal for Derby County. Mark Wright, the only player to move. Well, Hughes is annoyed, and with the referee having already sent off one captain here, the other captain is in trouble. It's only yellow for Mark Wright. Anderson. Oh yes, Gary Pallister. United back in business. Forsyth. Hooked in by Nick Pickering. The 10 men have crumbled at last. Now Wright has already been booked, and really that was a rash challenge on Mark Hughes, and I think he knows he's got to continue his walk. Robbie Hart sends off a second player, and really Mark Wright can have few complaints. 8 minutes to go.
Butterworth to Rosario. And now Crook. Fleck to Rosario. Fleck again, might try something from long range. No. Oh, can try it from short range. Robert Fleck. Norwich ahead. Townsend. Here's Crook. Long range shot. Oh! It's going to be another one! Fleck! The mistake there by Jim Leighton. And Robert Fleck took it gratefully.
With a record of just 4 points in the last 10 games, United slip to 17th in the table, just above the relegation places. Better news though in the FA Cup. There's a 1-0 win at Hereford in the 4th round. Clayton Blackmore getting the goal 6 minutes from time. But the league form is a cause for concern, with another Manchester derby and a trip to Millwall coming up.
Hinchcliffe. Good play by Duxbury. Wallace for United just kept it in. Pallister under pressure here. Pallister, and that was dangerous, and he could be made to pay. Leighton saves, but wait, White couldn't get it in. Leighton's down injured, and Gary Pallister nearly made a disastrous error. 9 minutes gone, and Pallister simply didn't look when he played the ball back to Leighton. Manchester United are very lucky they didn't concede a goal. Under pressure, admittedly, but the ball was never going to reach Leighton. When it fell loose, Leighton was brave to go in with Clark. The ball spun away. White tried to get it in, and that was a vital challenge by Donaghy. Over the outstretched leg of Hughes. Hinchcliffe clears it only as far as Anderson, though. Duxbury, suddenly a space opened up for him there, but it's a good-looking ball, and it breaks suddenly for Beardsmore. Good effort. And City just break away from danger at one end. Pallister did well. Anderson, and the pace steps up again, now with Duxbury. Beardsmore's there again, well played Beardsmore, but he ran into trouble in the end in the shape of Harper. And Lake, I think, will play it back, just to calm things down. It was a good effort by Russell Beardsmore. He found himself in a little bit of space here and hit it first time. Martin. Redmond. Megson. Oh, a slip, and suddenly it breaks, and Clark could have done better. Well, that caught everyone by surprise, including, I suspect, Wayne Clark. The ball flicked on here, and that little slip by Blackmore enabled Clark to move forward. Good pressure by Manchester United. Could spell this. Brightwell gets Anderson's cross away though. But still United press. Martin, what a cool piece of play that was by the youngster. And then Redmond pumps it away, and a great ball too. And White is suddenly all on his own. Has he got a cool head? Not quite cool enough. David White gets the chance of the game. And you have to pay credit to Pallister for racing back and just putting him in two minds. He looked behind him there, look, and Pallister was nowhere at that stage. He hesitated, he looked again, and that was fatal, and that allowed Pallister to make the challenge. Martin, good football, completely fooled Ward, and finds Hughes. And another good ball to McLeod. Wallace in space, a lot of players forward here, Manchester United. Blackmore, a lovely goal. And the man who scored the FA Cup winner at Hereford a week ago has given United the lead. The Stretford end delighted. And although Manchester City have had so many opportunities, it's United who put theirs away. Wallace playing the ball into the danger area, and Blackmore reacted quicker than anyone. 1-0 to Manchester United, and certainly they committed so many players forward then, they deserve to get something out of it. Anderson, Ward is there again. The ball laid back for Brightwell to hit it. Oh, what a great goal by Brightwell! A tremendous goal from the youngster, who's only playing because Peter Reid is suspended. And now the City fans can celebrate. An absolute belter. Laid back to him. Left foot all the way, like an arrow into the top corner. A beauty. 1-1.
Played wide by Goddard. Carter got the better of McClare. Blocked by Anderson, not handball. Morgan, a goal for Millwall. Darren Morgan in his first game of the season. A brave header, and he's hurt in scoring. No wonder they applaud Darren Morgan. Manchester United in a situation of some desperation here. Beardsmore. It's dropped against the post from Hughes and banged in by Danny Wallace. Just what Alex Ferguson wanted. Martin, Manchester United trying to tilt this relegation battle their way. Wallace, McClare's in there. Hughes too! Well, after 11 games without a win, they're in front here at the Den.
There's another fine away win in the FA Cup, 3-2 at Newcastle. Robbins, Wallace and McClare get the goals. The FA Cup is United's one hope of glory this season. In the league, an away match at Chelsea is followed by a home game against Luton that Alex Ferguson describes as a relegation battle. Before that, let's go to Stamford Bridge.
Clive Wilson with an early ball, the sort that Dixon appreciates. Kevin Wilson is in close attendance. McAllister arriving on the scene as well. And although Leighton was somewhat committed, Lee Martin seemed to know exactly what he was doing. And well played by Manchester United. Martin again. Defence, they tried to turn into a swift counter-attack. The left-back is way out of position, of course. And it's Dixon through the centre for Chelsea! Can Anderson get it off the line? He can't. Gareth Hall may well have got the last touch. Dixon certainly to the fore, but Anderson was put in a desperate plight. It was Hall, Bumstead and then Dixon. It rolled towards the line. Whose goal is it? I think it's Hall's.
McClare bundling his way through. Still McClare, and he scored. He deserved that for persistence. Brian McClare. Hughes was the target. McClare arriving on that far side. Here is Hughes! 2-0! Anderson forward, Hughes. Oh, and Phelan is onside. Robbins is unmarked, and here's Danny Wallace. 3 for United. Hughes inches away, and Robbins. Oh, that's 4. Mark Robbins, a young man with a big future. Dowie, Luton looking for some sort of consolation. And here's Black. They've got it. 4-1.
And a very important victory. It's United's first at home since November. They're now 16th, above City in the table. And the good FA Cup run continues. There's a victory at Sheffield United. Brian McClare gets the vital goal. United are through to the semi-finals, where they'll play Oldham. Before that, we've got matches against the Merseyside Giants, Everton and Liverpool at Old Trafford.
Attervelt, if he can find a good cross, there are possibilities here perhaps. Oh, Cotty! Hit the post! Here's McClare. Hughes. Can he finish it? Denied by Southall. Alistair. Oh, this is good. McClare. Lovely chip. Out by Southall, and Robbins couldn't direct the header. Wide side. Oh, that's a terrible ball. McClare's in here. And Southall got him out of trouble.
Albion finding Beardsley away on the left, in a lot of space is Barnes, and he's onside. United have been caught out here. Will they be punished? They are, by John Barnes. 1-0. Hughes. McClare. Wallace waiting in the middle. Wallace. Can he make something there? Grobbelaar, yes, shoveled it out. Quick reactions from Grobbelaar, because it was a strangely hit shot by Danny Wallace after some excellent work by McClare. Well, he's a lad who was here at Manchester United for a short time. Played just one game, a League Cup match against Bournemouth. Never played in the league side. And here's Beardsley once more. McMahon following it up. Rush. Penalty given. Anderson claiming it was outside the box, but George Courtney ran straight to the penalty spot. Rush brought down by Anderson. John Barnes against Leighton. It's 2-0 to Liverpool. Phelan. Oh, that's a good ball played to Russell Beardsmore. A few red shirts are up, including McClare. Oh, a fabulous save by Grobbelaar. Everything about Manchester United's play then was right. Look at the game from this angle too, because he catches the volley so well, pushes it up and away. Quite a finish here at Old Trafford, as it is inside the last 10 minutes. Liverpool still comfortably 2-0 ahead. With a good recent scoring record, 2-3 in the last 5 games.
Yeah, for me, he's actually been United's best player today. At least he's stuck at the task. He's never got dispirited.
Whoa! It's an own goal! Ronnie Whelan!
Now United go to Sheffield Wednesday and Southampton. And good news for United, the return to action at Southampton of Neil Webb. He's been out for 6 months with that Achilles injury. First, Ron Atkinson's Wednesday at Hillsborough.
Carr running at that United defence. Sheridan. Here's Carr again. Atkinson square. And Hurst is on the far post. There he is, Hurst! It's gone in! David Hurst! 20 minutes gone in the second half. It's still goalless here at the Dell. Southampton against Manchester United. Danny Wallace forward to Mark Hughes. Hughes being forced wide, but has kept possession. A strange sort of ball, but it reaches Gibson. Oh, it's in! Colin Gibson has given Manchester United the lead. His first goal of the season. The United fans celebrate what could be a very important goal for them. It was the persistence of Mark Hughes that forged the opening. The cross deflected, and that kind of wrong-footed everybody, apart from Gibson, who shot with confidence, and it went in off the post. Throw already taken. Martin. Webb with the shot. Oh, and the keeper's fumbled it, and what an introduction for the substitute. Robbins has scored within 30 seconds of coming on. And Manchester United supporters know that they've got 3 vital points now. Well, that was some substitution, wasn't it? And it was the other substitute, of course, who set things up. Webb involved in the move, but really Ian Andrews will be disappointed at his contribution.
United really finding a bit of form now. That's a fine victory. It eases those relegation worries. Great to see Neil Webb coming back after that long layoff. And Neil Webb's in the starting lineup now. For the next game, it's at home to Coventry City.
Ince driving on. McClare, Coventry back off, but they haven't picked up Hughes very tightly. Mark Hughes from Manchester United, and Coventry pay the price. Oh, it's run all the way through to Webb. Blocked by Burrows. Webb got to it again. Oh, and Hughes has made a goal out of very little, really, his second. Ince is really on the burst now, and it'll come for Neil Webb. So close to coming back with a goal. Webb to take the corner. 4 minutes left. Robbins angled it in to give the scoreline a very conclusive look.
United's FA Cup semi-final against Oldham ends in a 3-3 draw. A terrific game. United coming from behind to take the lead, only for Oldham, who've already booked one Wembley appearance in the Littlewoods Cup, fighting back to earn a replay. 3 days later, Manchester United are at Wembley themselves, thanks to super sub Mark Robbins. His goal in extra time earns United a 2-1 victory. With Neil Webb now making a significant contribution after that injury, United are really getting their act together. Now they travel to London. The match there, Queen's Park Rangers, and then it's a home game against title-chasing Aston Villa. For the QPR match, Cup hero Mark Robbins is again among the substitutes.
That's aimed at McDonald, who got up well. Here's Channing, and he scored! Rangers are in front. Bruce. Ince, oh, well struck. Well, Seaman didn't see that until late and made a very good job of the save. McClare's in, had to take it quickly, and Seaman again was equal to it. Robson, here's Robbins. Still United with half a chance here. McClare, he's round the back. Robbins again. 1-1. Mark Robbins has done it again. Webb shrugging off Clark's challenge. Here's Robson, and here's Robbins. Oh, he's done well there. Webb! Neil Webb! Delighted!
Anderson up well. Oh, and Spink thought that was going to drop over the top. It came back off the bar. Looking for Nielsen at the near post. Away for United by Pallister, and Cowans has got the better of Robson. And now Cascarino. Well stopped by Celian from Platters. Well, the on-loan goalkeeper with heroic stern. Good work from Phelan, and McClare took it away from Robson. Webb almost getting in his way. He's pulled infield now, leaving the stage clear for Wallace and for Mark Robbins. What an eye for goal he has. Well, Hughes too strong for Blake, and that's rolled for Robbins. Manchester United tighten their grip, and Mark Robbins, 4 goals in his last 5 appearances, all as a substitute, a starter tonight, and he'll stay in the team surely. Great opportunity for Manchester United for a third, and Hughes with what would have been a goal of many seasons.
Superb goals from Mark Robbins, and they end any lingering relegation doubts. They also finish Villa's title hopes. United really buzzing now, unbeaten in the last 6 matches, and now they go to White Hart Lane to play Spurs.
Lineker. An extra buzz around the ground when Gascoigne's in possession, but he's stopped well for Manchester United by Neil Webb, and there's a break on here for United. Both these sides in such good form recently, and that's reflected in the way this match has begun. McClare in for Hughes, and Tortvett's got to come, and has done so boldly for Tottenham. That's a fine ball by Sedgley to Stewart. It's given Manchester United something to think about here. Stewart's cross, Lineker pulling away, Gascoigne coming into the middle! That's a classic goal. Paul Stewart's personal form flourishing as Tottenham have revived towards the end of the season. They've got another one. It's Lineker. His 26th of the season. Stewart chasing Bruce, and he caught him then. And I'm not sure whether the referee saw that. I think if he had, he might have stopped the game. He's checking now on how Steve Bruce is, and I think, although the play still goes on, Bruce doesn't look particularly well to me. It was quite a nasty challenge there by Stewart with the elbow. Jim McGregor checking out Steve Bruce. Last season, Bruce had a nasty scare up at Derby. Alex Ferguson will remember that. But it's a happier ending here. Bruce wants to go on, and he's got the green light to do just that. Nicely played by Robson for McClare. Well, it has to go down as a miss really, but it was an excellent save by Torstvedt. Handball, is it? It is by Bergson. What was he thinking of? Steve Bruce, Manchester United's first penalty since the opening day of the season. They missed that one, but Bruce has scored now. 2-1. That was a foul by Hughes, which he acknowledges. Gascoigne once howled. Oh no! What's he doing? Well, you see players kicking opponents, but rarely members of their own team. I think he wants Howells to get on with the game, to give him the ball. Quite extraordinary from Gascoigne. Well, we've grown to expect that. Tottenham have won it. Their run goes on. Manchester United beaten 2-1 at White Hart Lane.
Now Alex Ferguson rests some of his key men with the FA Cup final build-up intensifying. Wimbledon and Forest are both secure, Charlton already relegated, so really it's a matter of completing the fixtures and impressing, with Wembley in mind.
And Beardsmore again on that left flank. That's a nice ball in. Bruce! Oh, it's a tremendous save from Sagers. Here's Cork. And Miller's gone on. That's a good ball. Had a little look. Decided to go alone. Good save. Out by Pallister. Hughes. Robbins is onside. Possibilities here for United. Still 0-0. Gibson, well hit. Another fine save. Gibson caught that well. Robbins jumping. Here's Hughes, punched out to that right flank. Beardsmore. And Hughes!
Crosby. Laws crosses it in. Jemson. A chance maybe to set up Gaynor, but Parker shoots! And what a start for Nottingham Forest. Gary Parker. Pearce has found another route to goal. This set-piece specialist. Manchester United don't really know what's hit them here, and Crosby is away. Jemson and Clough deflected over Leighton. It's 3. Laws, and off Bruce for a corner. Worked short by Forest. Leighton's in trouble and couldn't recover when it was headed back in by Steve Chettle. 4 goals in the first half of the first half. 9 minutes to go to half-time, and Charlton continuing to do well in what will be their last First Division game for some while. But here's Wallace. Bruce, beaten away by Boulder. Pallister rifles it back. Both central defenders involved as Manchester United break through.
So United finished the league season as they began it, with a victory at Old Trafford. The final placing 13th with 16 defeats, and that's disappointing for Alex Ferguson, especially after bringing in so many new faces. There's no doubt though, injuries spoilt the flow of the season. But there's a huge bonus for everyone who follows United, an appearance in the FA Cup final at Wembley. Here then, the scorers. Mark Hughes leading the way with 13. Mark Robbins, what a prospect he is, he gets 10. Brian McClare, probably disappointed at only scoring 8. Danny Wallace gets 6 to go with the 2 he scored for Southampton. These figures, by the way, don't include the Cup final. United will be looking for a much stronger Championship challenge next season, and more of the marvellous finishing of Mark Hughes.
Hughes. Beardsmore. Mischievous little player. Trying to pick his moment to get the cross in. Now he's wrong-footed, Hinchcliffe. Hughes with the bicycle kick. It's there. Open life for Manchester United. And yet another brilliant goal by Mark Hughes. He doesn't score tap-ins, does he? Every time this man strikes, it's a goal to remember. 5 minutes into the second half, and is this the start of a Manchester United comeback? Beardsmore it was who unlocked the door, and look at that from Hughes. It was an exhilarating goal. Look at criticism here from Mark Hughes. Oh, that's a great goal.